Bud, the dad of the halfling family, speaks up and says, now the problem with going to the cops, of course.
Is he sitting at the table?
You see, you guys have forgotten that they're here. The whole halfling family that drove you here in the car.
Right.
They're called the Cubbys. It's the Cubby family.
Very cute.
Bud Cubby speaks up and says, now the problem, of course, that you go to the cops is that there's just no counting on them to do the right thing. And now there are some good cops, of course, but mostly police are enforcing the status quo, right? And that's mostly going to benefit the people who are already in power.
Have you had personal experience with this?
You see that his wife, Daisy, speaks up and says, oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Listen, people get a real bad rep from those police officers. Halflings don't get the worst of it because we sort of have that model minority thing going on. But we certainly aren't all, people say halflings have, sticky fingers. We get looked at when little trinkets go missing and stuff like that. So,
Do you send your kids to school?
Oh, sure.
Okay, good. Just
The whole family goes to Mumple. We're all Mumple people.
Oh, cool. Very
great.
Heard
Good
great
for
stuff.
you.
Heard great stuff.
Great.
What do you do? What is your job?
What do I do? Mm-hmm. Oh, I work as a waitress over at Crams.
That's great.
Oh, I live right near there. I'm in there a lot whenever I'm fighting with my mom. Not you.
You see that they sort of look at you and sort of make a sad face at each other and sort of pat your arm. You see Bud says, and I'm a postal worker. I work for the post office.
Interesting.
Well, thank you. Can I do an insight check just to make sure they're not secret demons or something?
Oh, that's a what? That's an 8.
I want to make.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do
go
that
for
too.
it. Everyone go ahead and make it.
Oh, I got a 5.
Oh, I got a 19 plus 4.
I
got a nat 1.
You do not think that they're demons.
Okay,
14.
cool.
You see Bud says, yeah, and then the problem here is, of course, if you go to the cops, right, and you get a real snake, then all of a sudden he's going to get his buddies on the inside. They're going to hold that thin blue line there, and you're going to be in a whole heap and helping of trouble.
You guys are just so innocent, and everything you're saying just feels like it shouldn't come out of your mouth.
You see that the Bud and Dace look at each other and say, listen, we're law-abiding citizens, all right? We don't belong to the Thieves Guild. We're not any kind of, nothing to be worried about. You see that Bud says, now, what you could do is you could make an anonymous call to the cops, right? You get one of them to show up and you bag him, right? Throw a sack over his head real quick.
We're not gonna.
I think it's cool that these halflings are anarcho-socialists. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm definitely sitting here thinking.
Sorry, are you suggesting?
I'm not advocating that you kill a cop, all right? I'm not advocating that you put a
Lord.
pig down. I'm saying what you should do.
Okay. All right. Well, my mother is a cop, good sir.
All right, well, that's...
Thank you so much for these
Thank you
ice
for
creams.
the ice
And for picking us up on the side of the road.
I
We
kind of
were
agree with you, though.
You see, he looks over and he says, well, I hope you kiddos enjoy the ice cream. That's on us, of course.
No.
I'm sorry. I have to, I don't mean to, I got to insist, all right? You guys flip that car, and I just want you to know that I'll be dead in the ground before I say something to anybody, all right?
We appreciate that.
Can I do an insight check on my ice cream? Because right now I feel like they might just have a little cyanide capsule there.
Yeah,
I think these guys are just ride or die.
Yeah, I think they're just
die or die. Okay.
If you ever need to go to the post office, we will come to your window.
Yeah, actually, it's great to know because perhaps someday we might need someone who's connected like you.
All right, that's for sure. Take it down from the inside. All right, later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, take it down from the inside.
You hear something in your mind, Fam. You've been here for a long time. You hear a little, and you hear a voice out in the sort of cop area. They have not been in here in a while. They've been disallowed from interacting with you guys. You hear a voice outside be like, hey there, guys. How's it going? Everyone doing good in here? Great. You see it says, just got some mail, some deliveries here. And you hear some sort of parcels being passed out. Walking down the hall of the jail cell, you see a little halfling postman with little shorts and a shirt and one of those little like pith helmets.
Hello, sir. Remember us?
Oh gosh there, gang. How's it going?
Feds got us in here.
Yeah,
I
man.
know
The
you
pigs
hate
got
the feds. You're the guy from the
ice
ice
From
cream
the
store.
restaurant. I picked you guys up in the car. How's it going, guys? The kids miss you. We're at the Lady Pep and everybody says hi. Daisy sends her best.
Do you know why we're in here? Remember that guy who almost killed you and your family in the car, and then we took care of him? They got us in there for that.
What? You see, he winks at you and says, sweetheart, you don't gotta sweet talk me. We like you kids. We think you're all right. And the hangman already explained everything to us.
What's the hangman?
You see, he says, listen, here's the thing. I don't know what you kids are up to, but I do know one thing. Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just a promise of violence that's enacted, and police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean? You guys want to make some bacon? He pulls a mask over his face, pulls a lit Molotov cocktail out of his mailbag, and whew,
That was on fire the whole time?
all done, kiddo!
You're so brave!
He goes, boom, hits the lock, opens the jail cell. You see the halflings with like black ski masks repel in, just start opening fires, smashing.
Oh yeah, my mom works here. A lot of these people are good people.
Let's make some
No,
bacon!
let's not.
Let's go!